on. So give us everybody let us know in the comments if you can hear us and see us okay. What's up? Awesome. Yeah, we're good.
Right on. How's it going, guys?
How's it going, everyone? Let's see. Can we see how many people are seeing us today? I don't know how to see that.
I got it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We're just setting everything up first, and then we'll be ready to talk.
Yes.
And ready to insert and ready to be live. It's really weird that we can see
10-4 loud and clear. Look at you. Audio's good. The music's not too loud in the background.
So 51 watching. Perfect. All right. Well, hello everyone from Uma Land. Only we're not in Uma. We are in Burger Land right now.
Oh, I just destroyed this giant hamburger. It was like this big. So good though.
Cool. So I don't know if we were trying to have a super chat hurricane relief today. I'm not sure if super chat is unable in Curacao. Unfortunately, you guys will have to let us know. But if it's not available, we can go to our website, selinguma.com. And from there, we have the homepage is a donate button. So, and we also have a little surprise for you about the donation. We just got those lovely little things.
Uma stickers. Boom.
We have Uma stickers. So we are going to give away 10 Uma stickers today to the highest donors for the hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
And, not that one.
That's you can take this too, actually. All right.
Yeah. So top 5 donors today.
10.
Top 10 donors today are going to get one of these stickers sent to them.
Cool. We have people from all over the place. We have from Curacao. Wait.
Cheers from Curacao.
Why aren't you here?
We're at the burger.
If you're in Curacao, come and say hi. We are at the burger bar.
On the Mega Pier.
Yeah.
Can anyone check to see if Super Chat is even going to work? Maybe.
Cool. All right. So
Scotland, right on.
So what should we start talking about, guys? Maybe start talking about the hurricane and why we're having this live chat.
Yeah, what do you guys want to know about? Mark from Vancouver. Man, people are studying from everywhere. 222. Look at that.
Awesome. Yeah, so one more time, the live chat is dedicated for hurricane relief, especially for Puerto Rico, because when we were in Puerto Rico, we met so many amazing people, and everybody were so nice to us, and everybody helped us in so many ways that when we saw that they were suffering from the hurricane, we decided to give back a little. Unfortunately, we can't sail back over there to help. So instead, we're using this live chat to use the proceeds from it and donate to them. We decided to give to a local organization that's called Por los Nuestros, if I said it right.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's an organization that's helping with the filtration system for the drinking water, because right now, the biggest issue is not having potable water. And so all the water is contaminated. And,
a lot of the country still doesn't have access to clean drinking water yet.
And that's a big issue. So if the super chat doesn't work, we have on our website a donate button is on the homepage. You can donate straight from here. And the top 10 donors will receive our newest little Uma stickers. And we're happy to receive it. It's really cool. It's our first batch. And the very top donor, we promised this for a long time and we kind of forgot about it for a second. But back in the Grenadines, back in the Tobago Keys, we collected a little bit of sand from the Paris of the Caribbean island. I think it was Little Morpion Island. So yeah, if somebody wants Paris of the Caribbean in their heart forever, make sure you stay tuned and we'll give to the highest donor at the end of the live chat.
Croatia.
Cool. Oh, Croatia. We're actually planning on going to Croatia next year or so, which comes to our next point of talking point. Our selling plans for next year.
We are not crossing the Panama Canal. We're down here in Curacao, and we're going to be sailing to Colombia maybe next week or the week after. But we're not going to the Panama Canal. We're going to kind of veer north and hit Mexico and Cuba, and then spend a couple of months in the United States on the East Coast, repairing and doing some much-needed upgrades to our boat. We plan on crossing to Europe and the Mediterranean next spring, so May, June of 2018.
Yeah, not 19.
We're going to be crossing over to the Med, and so we got a lot of really cool plans for over there, but those are the plans so far. All right.
Yeah, so
10 pounds, sweet. Super chat's working.
Super chat is working. Awesome.
Veer Yi.
So if you're here, we'll send you a little message, and you can receive a Oma sticker.
Unless 10 people.
He's the first donor, so the first donor is special. So we'll send you one for sure.
Some of you may wonder, YouTube does take a cut, but it's not that much. And it's a lot less than the larger organizations are going to take. Like you donate $1 to the Red Cross and about 10% or 5% end up going to actual helping. Yeah. So the 30% of your donation, like we're writing a check to them or hitting the donate button online most likely. And so 100% of what you donate is going to be sent to them.
Straight to them.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, going to the Atlantic. We're crossing next spring. Going to the Med for some time because I know the Med has a lot of interesting things. Two.
Yeah, us being architects are really excited to go see some of those historical buildings over there and sail around on some very historic seas and very historic winds.
Yeah, that's cool. So awesome. So before my beer gets cold, cheers and events, guys.
You know where on the U.S. East Coast you will be doing the work? Well, we have a couple of projects to get done, one of which is installing a bunch of lithium-ion batteries on our boat. We're getting some help from a guy in Florida who's going to send us a Chevy Volt pack. So somewhere in Florida, we're going to be installing batteries. And then we have a lot of sewing projects. We need to put some reefs in our main, get our storm sail up, do some Dodger and canvas work, sew all of our covers. That we can kind of do anywhere. But we plan on starting in Florida, maybe stopping in Savannah, Chesapeake Bay area, and then in the New York area, we'll get ready to cross to the Azores. So we'll be up there by like April or so. That's the plan.
Yeah. That's amazing. There's so many people from Europe here. I can't wait to meet all of you. We'll have to set up a little hangout with all of you. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to meet up with you guys when we're over there.
Yeah. Somebody earlier asked, I'm not going to scroll because I can't reach the computer, but about the water tanks and our new system of
the rainwater
catchment. I know a lot of you are very interested about it.
Federico, thank you so much.
Oh, wait,
You're now on the list. I feel like you were on our last live chat. I think I recognize your name. Come to Virginia and Maryland, probably.
So, yeah, talking about the water tanks a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do you want to end action?
Oh, you got it. What about our water tanks?
You want me to try to explain people? Okay, I'll try my best to explain that. So, as you guys know from the video, we collect our water from the scupper drains. It goes straight to the scupper drains to our fiberglass tank. Now, we do not drink that water, guys, because the water is clean itself, but the tanks are 40-year-olds, and we don't really trust 40-year-old, 50-year-old fiberglass tank. So instead we use it to do dishes, to shower, and to wash my hair and that kind of stuff.
And we put a little bit of bleach in it to kill any like bacteria or anything that comes in off of the deck, which is another reason we don't drink it because it has a little bit of a bleachy smell. But it's great for washing dishes because everything's super clean when we're done. Yeah,
and also we have a little valve. So we usually keep it open that it goes from the scupper drain straight to the ocean. Yeah. And when it rains hard enough, we let the rain kind of wash everything on deck first, and maybe 5-10 minutes later we turn it off. We close the valve.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to see it, open or close. We change the valve, and then it goes straight to our tanks. And so far, it's been working great. We've been collecting at least 30 gallons every 15 or 20 minutes of hard rain.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. As long as there's rain kind of trickling down our windows, we can close the drains, and we get a lot of water in. Unfortunately, here in Curacao and Bonaire are deserts, and so it never rains.
Yeah.
But when we were in Grenada, it was working really well.
Hopefully it'll work again soon, but the system is here, so we don't have much to do about that one. And all right, so Sean, your computer won't let you do super chat. You can always go to our website,
sailinguma.com. We've set up a donate page there as well, and that's even less of a cut. I think we get 100% of that, so we'll send those straight over to the charity.
Yeah, Lyra, thank you so much for your donation. It's awesome. Yeah. And then what else? This is only our second chat, guys. I'm so excited because it's funny because it's like I'm talking to myself in a way because I can see me through the computer, but I'm reading all of your comments and it's awesome. A little bit the delay side, but it's great.
Sherry, you want to know if we're going to ever have a water maker? The answer for now is no. I don't think.
Not yet.
They're very expensive, and certain places in the world, they're beneficial where access to clean drinking water is difficult, but here in Curacao and in the Caribbean, in the U.S. and in the Mediterranean, access to clean drinking water is actually pretty easy and pretty cheap. Yes, it involves like pulling into marina once a week or going in the dinghy and taking cans back and forth. But it's very, very cheap. We fill up our tanks for like $4 or $5. And then that lasts us a week or two. If we ever do like South Pacific or like Arctic or some crazy like far away from, you know, clean drinking water, maybe.
Then we'll probably think about it.
For now, we haven't really needed it. And so I think we're going to hold off. And they take a lot of power too. Remember, we don't have a diesel motor to run or a gen set. So they take a lot of power. I'm not sure we'll be able to get that from our solar panels.
Yeah. Oh, so continuing our planned little conversation there, since we're going to cross to the SOS sometime in May, beginning of June, we are going to sail on the east coast of the United States. So we're gonna maybe make 3 main stops.
Yeah.
So Florida, North Carolina, and Chesapeake Bay.
North Carolina / Chesapeake Bay, some Norfolk, Virginia, somewhere in there. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So at each point, we're going to make sure we have time to meet up with you guys and have some cool events, maybe live chat events where we can have some activities if anybody likes. Like paintball or something like that.
Pick a brewery or something like that, and
or paintball.
And meet up with all you guys. Yeah, or paintball.
I've always wanted to do paintball. So
you guys want to go paintballing with us when we get back to the US? I think that'd be fun.
All right. Have you ever missed a diesel engine? Well, we never had a diesel engine, so we don't really miss it. We can't miss it, but we love our electric motor very much because we never had to spend any money to run it. Unfortunately, we just had to replace our batteries. Because our batteries that we got in Puerto Rico completely died. It's completely kaput.
The batteries that we could afford in Puerto Rico were not designed for the loads that we put on them at all. So after, 5 months or something, they kind of died as well. And unfortunately, we're about to put new lithiums in our boat, but that's back in Florida, and we needed batteries now. But we also have a new motor controller, and we also just took out the transmission. So we've kind of done a complete refit of the electric motor. And we have 1 or 2 more things to tweak before we can start testing it, but we're pretty excited for the results. I think the new motor controller and the new batteries and the lack of transmission are going to bump our efficiency way up.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to capture some regen while we're sailing now too when the prop's spinning in the water. So stay tuned for all that. We'll probably figure all that out in the next week or 2 before we leave here in Curacao.
Yeah, and within the next few weeks, we're definitely going to start giving you more updates about the electric motor because I know a lot of you have been asking more and more questions. We don't want to cover all of that today because, we don't want to just talk technical things throughout the entire live chat. But don't worry, we'll talk about it soon. And Francisco, thank you for your super chat, €2. It's amazing. And so another really, really good news we're gonna have is you guys probably remember all of our complaints about our autopilot squeaky. We've tried so much to fix it and to make it work better, and all of the comments and advice, we've tried it all, and it's just a dumb little thing that it is. So we've been in touch with a company lately, and we're getting a new wind vane. It's actually already in Curacao and in customs.
They're unloading it like today from the ship from Miami, and we're really excited. We want to thank Mike, if he's on here, for helping us out with that, and also the guys at Cape Horn, John and Eric, who helped us out a ton getting that down here. But we're really excited to have a wind vane because it's silent, it's super powerful, and they're very, very reliable. And the guys at Cape Horn custom built one specifically for our boat. And we're really excited to try it out.
Yeah.
It's going to be out of customs maybe on Monday or Tuesday. I'm very, very excited.
And it's also very quiet. So no more click, 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 click. It's just going to be pure silence. And we can rest during night hours and things like that.
Actually get some sleep without having to wake up every 2 minutes to adjust the autopilot.
Yeah. Hi from Alaska. Oh my gosh, it must be really, really cold up here.
Oh, we'll come visit someday, but not today. Wait a couple of years.
We had a question about a catamaran with an electric motor. Catamarans are surprisingly could really work really well with electric motors, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they sail fast. So electric motors are really good when you get regen from the prop spinning at 9, 10, 11 knots through the water. So monohulls, it's hard to get up to that speed, but catamarans can quite easily, and they're prime candidates for electric motors. And you can split the batteries up between 2 hulls and have complete redundancy, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh, since we have so many people in Canada right now, we have a really exciting news. Uma is
number 4. I don't know.
Yeah, Uma is officially a Canadian boat.
Yes.
Canadian vessel registered. We just got the paperwork a few weeks ago. because as a Canadian and a Haitian, it really did not make any sense to be on a U.S. vessel. It just made clearing into customs that much complicated. So we went into the process, and everything is all set. We just have to erase the Savannah, Georgia, and the transom, and add what was the name of the place? Nanaimo, Canada.
It is true. We have had our U.S. registered boat for 3 years since we bought it, and I've been trying to figure out ways of registering it in Canada without importing it into Canada. We finally figured out a way doing it through like the commercial registry or something. And it wasn't very expensive. And now we're a Canadian flag boat, which is really exciting. So we're living on a little chunk of Canada now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone asked what kind of beer we're drinking. It's this one.
We're drinking Polar.
It's a local, not quite local, but it's what all the locals drink. Put it that way.
Yeah. I think it's not from Poland, is it?
No.
I don't know.
Polar's not from Poland.
I don't know.
Polar's cold.
But it's really good. It's a good beer. It's small and good. Oh, Canada. Yeah. So, what else we have? U.S. Coast Guard, anywhere in the world. How about Canadian flag? I think U.S. Coast Guard can still board our boat. It doesn't matter if you're a Canadian vessel or U.S. vessel. They just board your boat if they feel like you need to be boarded. Which obviously we don't look like people that need to be boarded. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, any authority has the right to board your boat if they want to search it in whatever country you're in. So it doesn't really matter. Thanks, T. Gifford, for your donation as well.
Yes, thank you. That's awesome. We have...
I'm from cold Russia. Oh, do you want a warm?
I'm excited to start mailing you guys. We probably will be able to mail it today. If not today, possibly Monday. But I don't know how long it takes to mail something from here to Canada or the States or Europe. But probably 2 weeks or so will be the time limit to receive something. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
we'll make sure we message you guys, we'll make sure we message the top 10 and make sure we get your addresses and stuff so we can send you those stickers.
Yeah. So a very good question, actually. Do we have a holding tank? No. We don't have a holding tank. We have a do-it-yourself composting toilet, dry storage toilet, I guess. Basically, if you take a Home Depot bucket and you put a funnel in front of it and you put peat moss in the back, that's what it is. And every time it's full, we go sailing, and when we dump it out.
It has all the same basic components as an airhead, a sea head, or a nature's head, except it costs us $5 instead of $1,000. And it works fine. It lasts us maybe a week or two, and then when we're out at sea, we dump it. But so far it's been fun. Yeah,
we haven't made a video about it yet, just because it's very basic. But we probably should, just to show people how we do our business, I guess. If you're interested.
What's another? Oh, here's one. Do you guys, from Frank's asks, do you guys have any time when you were scared at sea? Nervous? Are you at all nervous about pirates or worried about weather?
So one at a time?
Let's start at the last and work our way forwards. Worried about weather. Down here in the Caribbean, weather's very accurate and you're never more than a day or two sail away from land. So we haven't really worried about weather because we can pick our weather very, very carefully. You always get hit by thunderstorms and squalls, but they're very short and they don't last very long. But crossing oceans, we have a little bit more concern, not really worry, but concern about weather because you take what you're given, basically.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Hey, how are you?
Do we have a strong Wi-Fi line?
Yeah,
yes,
totally.
very strong.
Because
we're live chatting right now.
I like to stream a soccer match, so
here is perfect. Yeah, perfect.
But weather, we're also probably going to get an Iridium Go before we cross the Atlantic, so we can get live weather updates. We can kind of like pick and choose what weather forecasts we can sail into and what weather fronts we can avoid. What was the other one about pirates?
Pirates
here, not really.
I know that coming here, they always tell you to kind of avoid Venezuelan coast, especially now because it's kind of in a tricky conflict moment.
There's probably places to avoid and places to go, and there's more dinghies and outboards that are stolen than actual like pirate attacks. I think we consider a pirate attack like armed people coming on your boat to like kidnap you or murder you. Like those are pirate attacks. People stealing your fishing rod or your anchor or your outboard motor, that's just petty theft. I don't really consider that pirates, and that's everywhere. Every single anchorage we've been in, someone's had a dinghy stolen or an outboard stolen. Like that's pretty common. So you lock your dinghy, you lock your outboard, and it doesn't really happen.
And be friends with the locals. That's our biggest advice. If
definitely.
you're going somewhere, be friends with the locals, and they will help you out with anything you want.
Thank you, Chris, for your donation as well.
Yes,
You're a
thank you.
legend.
So talking about business, where do we shower? We still shower in the cockpit.
Yes.
So
we
you
have
guys,
a pressurized like water hose now.
yeah. So back in the past, a little bit. Let's rewind. We used to use our little garden hose. We probably showed it. My nose is itchy. We probably showed it a couple times in videos. But now, Dan managed to rig up a cockpit shower. So it's a pressurized shower that takes water straight from our tanks, and we can shower in a cockpit.
That has led to us using quite a bit more water than we used to with the garden sprayer. Now it's probably maybe a gallon and a half per shower instead of like half a gallon. We go through our tanks in about a week instead of 2 weeks. But if we're crossing an ocean, we can still use the garden sprayer. We still have it. So.
But we will, when we get back to the States, we will try to make a shower inside, because when we cross canals in Europe, I don't think anybody wants to see us shower in cockpit in the cold. That would be uncomfortable. So we're going to do that. And we're definitely going to video the whole refit of the head.
And before we go to Europe, we might be installing a hot water tank too, because cold showers and cold climates are no fun.
Yeah.
Jane wants to know if we've ever sailed on and off anchor or on and off a mooring buoy, because it's good practice for engine failure. Yes, all the time. Like everywhere we go, we sail on and off anchor. And we've practiced on a mooring buoy once or twice. Like in Bonaire, we had to because our engine didn't work, because our batteries are totally dead. We needed to move mooring buoys in the morning, and we drained our batteries editing video the day before, but we sailed off and went out and sailed up a couple of boats and sailed back in completely without a motor. It's something we've practiced a lot and we're kind of good at by now. I think we sail a lot.
Yeah. So 2 questions that I saw scrolling down really quick is the name of our dinghy. Come on, people, we're not gonna say it. You guys know the name of our dinghy.
Who knows the name of our dinghy?
If the first person that we see that answers will receive one of those little stickers. So name of, I almost said the name actually. And
Give you
what
a hint,
else?
it's on our website.
Yeah, it's on our videos, it's on our website. It's the name of a very popular person in a Disney movie.
Matthew from Ireland wants to know if we have insurance, if it's necessary, and how much does it cost. No insurance company in their right mind would ever insure our boat because we're inexperienced, our boat's not worth anything. We've sailed to a lot of places that insurance companies don't insure you. That's for like comprehensive coverage kind of insurance. If we go to marinas, we do normally have to have liability insurance. So like if we hit someone else, their boat's covered, and that's usually not very expensive. Maybe $800 a year, $500 a year, something like that. It's not very expensive. So if and when we go to marinas, we'll pick that up. But we don't always have it because we never go to marinas.
Yeah. So type of the dinghy. Okay, so maybe there was an error. Dory is the name. The type is called a porta boat. Yeah, porta boat.
Yep, they're made in Seattle.
And they're not fiberglass things.
No, they're some sort of flexible plastic. It's very tough stuff. We drag it on rocks and coral.
They fold into each other, and the seats are, we made the seats ourselves because the seat that came with that thingy was just completely bad and were breaking. So we just then made seats when we were back in the in VVIs, I think. So yeah. Yeah,
they worked so far. They've worked. Ours is 15 years old, I think, and it's still going strong. The seat's kind of cracked, but they're thin plastic with foam on the inside. The new porter boats, they fixed pretty much all the problems that we've noticed with ours. So if you get a new one, I don't think there'd be any complaints.
Any videos about the electric motor coming up? Yes, in the next few episodes, actually, we're going to start working on the motor in the episode. We removed the old transmission, and we're going to go direct drive.
Yep, and we have a new motor controller and some new lead-acid batteries, and then we'll be able to test all that stuff. So maybe like, what is that, 3?
That's 2 episodes from now. I think we're going to start working on it. So just stay tuned for that. And then I think in a couple more episodes, we'll have a full update on everything we did up to now. So yeah.
2 questions. Paul, where did we meet? We met in architecture school. It's on our website. Google it.
Oh,
no, we met in architecture school in Atlanta, Georgia. And JW asked, how much does Dory weigh? I think like
about 100.
No, like 60 pounds.
I can lift Dory to tell you, and I weigh about 105 pounds.
Yeah. So
maybe half my weight. Yeah.
Where are you guys? We are in Curacao at a place called the Burger Bar on the Mega Pier.
I don't know what it's a fort at the pier, but it's such an amazing place. You can build your burger. Like you have a paper and you fill up what you want in it, and it's just build your own burger place. It's quite good.
Don't see many bandages or band-aids anymore. Is your personal safety improving? No, but my feet and my hands are a lot tougher from all the scars of fixing the boat. I think that's probably why.
How is the bottom doing? That's a really good update we can insert right now, actually. The copper bottom.
Mine's fine. How's yours?
Is funny.
Copper bottom's holding up well. It hasn't worn off yet. This is a particularly dirty anchorage, as in lots of things grow on everyone's boat. So we're going to have some cleaning to do before we leave. But it comes off really easily, like a little bit of scraping, a little bit of scrubbing, and it comes off pretty well. In the grenadines and grenada and stuff, we had almost no growth at all. But because where we are now in Spanish waters is sort of like a closed bay with a very small entrance to the ocean, it's a really dirty bay and everything grows on it. Everyone's boat that we know has tons of stuff going on. So. Yeah,
but so far what we've noticed about the bottom is that every 2 weeks we clean it and it doesn't really grow hard things. It just goes fuzzy, little hairy stuff. And every time Din dives under the boat, doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter when, it just goes with a little brush just in case. And when we do that, it just never grows anything.
Usually there's like a little bit of soft growth you can almost wipe off with your hand. But if I take like a stainless steel kind of scrubbing wool, it'll take off the soft growth and expose a little bit of copper, and it works. It stays pretty clean.
So Dresky ZA asked about exercises. Yes and no. I guess sailing is kind of an exercise in itself, but I sometimes do the aerial silks that you guys saw me in a couple episodes, I think. And but lately we haven't really done much exercising besides swimming, sailing, and aerial silks. The three main one. Yeah, that's about it.
Pretty much. I do a lot of yoga, bending my way into the cockpit locker, trying to reach random things to fix.
Forced yoga.
Yeah, I call that forced yoga.
How long does it take to clean the boat? It depends if both of us are cleaning or if it's just Dan.
Usually I'd say 3 or 4 hours, and that's free diving. So with the tank, it'd be like 2 hours maybe.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah.
Are you planning with the Panama Canal?
Not this time.
Ronica? No, you probably missed earlier. We're planning on actually going up the east coast of the United States and then across over to Europe next spring.
Jumping jacks. I used to do jumping jacks on land. I'm not sure if jumping jacks are good on the boat in terms of exercises. But yeah.
Miss your families much. We visit our families as much as we can. I've only ever visited my family like once a year or so. And Kika tries to fly back to Haiti as often as she can, which is maybe once
a year or so.
But with today's day and age, we can stay pretty well connected online, and it seems to work so far. What else do you have? Background music makes it hard to hear. Sorry, guys. They have the music
it's not us. It's the burger place. It's a little bit on a high side, but just.
There we go. Can you hear us better now? Florin, thank you for your donation. That's awesome. Hey guys, what would I need to do to have my own podcast about the simplicity of happiness? To have your own podcast? I don't know.
By podcast, do you mean like a YouTube videos? All you have to do is have an iPhone or a phone and then start doing your thing, and the right clientele will come and support you. I guess I don't know what to.
Listen now. All right, cool. So you guys can hear us again, though, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. Good, and hopefully a little bit better too.
Oh, something is buffering on the. Oh no. Okay. Well, apologize if there's something going on right now. Anyway. Oh yeah, we're excited to come to Europe. We're definitely going to spend some time in Spain and Barcelona, and in France, and in Italy, and in Croatia, and in Turkey, and in Greece, and everywhere else.
We actually have some rather ambitious plans to go up the canals from France and come out near Amsterdam somewhere. That's all if our electric motor kind of ends up working as well as we hope it does. Most of our patrons already know that. We've been chatting with them for the last couple of months about our plans, but for those of you who might be hearing that for the first time, we're pretty excited about it. The canals look really fun.
Hi from Cyprus. Yeah, Cyprus would be a good place to go too, actually. Oh, okay. Somebody corrected me for that one.
Wants to be
in the podcast. We would love to be part of your podcast. If you email us.
Wants you to be in the podcast. Yes, actually, we've done 2 podcasts.
Yeah, before. We've done a couple podcasts. We did with Keep Your Daydream, and we did it with
Slow Boat
Sailing podcast. The Sailing podcast.
But yeah, just send us an email at sailinguma@gmail.com, and maybe we'll work something out.
For sure. Do you find many places to put up the area silks? Good question, actually. I've been looking everywhere to put up my silks, aside from the boat. And every time I would fly on a tree, it was either a private territory or there was too many people. And recently, when we were in the Paris of the Caribbean island in the Grenadines, I found that one big tree that I was able to silks on. Other than that, it's basically on the boat. And on the boat, we're great. As long as there's not a lot of people watching, I'm good with that.
Let's see. Someone was asking about safety gear that we plan on upgrading for crossing the Atlantic. Definitely, we're going to get some stainless lifelines put on our boat, some stainless life like guardrails. And we're going to add some reefs to our main. We're getting some AIS and some, we just got brand new life jackets, like inflatable hood, all that fancy stuff with the harness built in. What else is there? Yeah, we have a long list of stuff that we're planning on upgrading. Our boat was like Caribbean ready, which is basically day sailing and island hopping in super calm conditions. But we knew from the beginning that it's not really ready to like spend 2 or 3 weeks crossing an ocean. So that's one of the reasons we're going back to the US, is to kind of spend a month or 2 like really upgrading some stuff and getting it ready.
Yeah. And then what else? Oh yeah, the reels. A lot of people, nobody asked here yet, but I'm sure that's in your brain. I'm sure you're about to ask about the lifelines. And you guys know that we are the couple on YouTube that doesn't use lifelines. It's not because we don't want them. It's because the ones that were on the boat when we got the boat were just completely bad. Not to say like complete shit. No,
they just wobbled back and forth. If you fell against those, they pop out and you'd go in the ocean anyway.
So we decided, instead of having them as a false security, we would rather remove them and build really good hard rails. Wow, my eyes just went cross-eyed
like a Mel style. They're, I think, the only production boat that I know of that has hard stainless rails.
Yeah.
We might get those done in Mexico, or if not, maybe somewhere on the East Coast. We'll get those installed. We're actually kind of excited to have those as well.
Yeah, we were trying to get some done while we were in the Caribbean, but the prices here were surprisingly so high that we're going to wait either Mexico or the States, and we're going to get them done. And they're going to be really good rails, and we're going to be able to clip on it and be able to hold ourselves and do acrobatics on it even if we want to.
Yeah, no, they'll actually hold us in the boat. We thought that in places like Grenada or here were going to be inexpensive because we thought they'd be importing stainless from Colombia or Venezuela, but they stopped doing that and they import it from the United States. So we're paying the same prices for the stainless from the US plus a 30% import fee plus more expensive labor than in the US as well. So it was almost double the prices if we just waited to be back in the US. So that's fine.
Yeah, Dyneema is awesome. We're replacing a lot of things we had, regular lines, with Dyneema because they're just so strong and they won't break. And so we'll have the strong guardrail as the first layer, and then underneath we'll have like a layer of Dyneema rope that goes through.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. I'm excited to have that done. And yes, to Tom, we will be in Florida, and we will definitely have a meet and greet there.
Yep.
Because we have a lot of friends.
Like maybe in Fort Lauderdale. David, thank you for your donation. Dan's MacGyver of the Sea. You know, I've actually never seen MacGyver, but I just got the first couple of seasons from a friend, and I started watching them, and they're hilarious. I now understand what people are talking about.
I mean, we know what it means, at least.
Well, yeah, I kind of understood. I mean, like, he's a well-known icon, but
yeah. Oh, so I have a question for you guys, and you know, we're gonna do question to question type of conversation here about the last video. I feel like it's very loud. The last video with the epic voice of Mai in the world. How many of you thought that it was a serious thing that we were starting?
Sorry.
Yeah, it has to. Sorry. Somebody just told me that my voice is very loud. Yeah, so how many of you thought that it was a new thing that we were trying about the narrator? We were, to be honest, we were with a friend and he asked for us to be part of the video, and we said only if he uses his most epic voice that he can. And we had so much fun making it, and it was such a joke. and we did not know what he was going to say, and we loved it. So I was hoping that more of you actually would love that video, but turns out that some people didn't get the humor in it, which is okay.
You guys will probably see a lot more of Mike in the next video, not narrating, but actually in it, because we've been hanging out with him the whole month we've been here, and it's been a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, we've had a lot of experience with Mike. You'll see in our next episode. We saved his boat, we saved his dinghy, and a bunch of other things.
Went diving, drove around, rented cars. It's been fun.
Oh, thank you guys so much for loving at least me talking. Like, gives me a big compliment here. Or should Din be the narrator in the videos? That's an option too.
Every once in a while. I only narrate when Kika has a cold and her voice is all raspy.
No, yes, it was definitely a one-off. Just a one-time thing that we decided to do just for fun.
Sound like that from Matrix, yes.
For me, I thought it was more like National Geographic type of voice.
Right.
You know, when they start the epic thing, when they start like in a world where
someone left a comment on YouTube that it was a mix between like Dukes of Hazzard, Cops, and the Discovery Channel or something like that. It's just like totally right on point. That was funny.
Cool.
What else is there?
Yes, Protus. Just ask away. We're right here. I know it's a little late on the questions, but go ahead, ask us about anything you want.
Brilliantly funny. Yeah, I think a lot of people got that voiceover was supposed to be sarcasm, but some people maybe didn't quite get that. I don't know. It was just a fun video to make.
Yeah. So how to donate? Victoria, how to donate? You can donate in Super Chat right on the YouTube. If it doesn't work where you are, you can go to our website, sellinguma.com, and the homepage will guide you to what to do.
Yes, we have it set up so that like the first page is a big donate page, and that will go straight into an account that we will be donating towards the charity, which is, I don't even remember the name because I can't pronounce
Por los Nuestros.
That's the one.
Is the name of the charity.
They're working directly in Puerto Rico to help restore clean drinking water to everyone, because that's kind of the primary concern. They're working on power, but power is a lot harder. But they're bringing filtration systems and clean drinking water to as many people as they can, which is pretty good. The actual cell signal is up and running in a lot of places in Puerto Rico. So we've been able to text some of the friends and people we met when we were there and kind of ask them directly what's needed and what they think would be the most beneficial. And most of them recommended that we get clean drinking water or support a charity that has clean drinking water, because that's the primary concern.
Yeah, okay. So earlier we had a question about what sailing experiences we had prior to starting the journey. Prior to buying Uma, we had absolutely none. We started not even knowing that you could live on a sailboat, to be honest. We just wanted to do it, and we started looking at ways that we could refit a boat and start living on it, and we Googled it and found the first two channels that we found were Delos and Westboat Pirates. Mm-hmm. And we binge-watched all of their episodes, and from that point we realized that we wanted to start our own, but we wanted to video from the beginning, because everywhere we would look, we couldn't find how people started. They just appeared on the boat. And so, yeah, that kind of inspired us. And and then when we got the boat, we decided that we probably should learn how to sail. And we met up with a few people that were part of a club, a sailing club in Fort Pierce, and we started racing with them. So as volunteer crew. And after a couple months, we launched our boat and started sailing on our boat.
Oh, Manu, what are you talking about?
Where's Manu?
Manu, Sergio, your cousin's right there.
And?
She said, I've been asking, but no reply.
What have you been asking?
Will you ever put life lines on Yuma? Yes, we just kind of went over that a second ago. We plan on putting stainless rails on her before we cross the Atlantic next spring. Yeah.
Also, guys, if we mentioned that we already answered a question, you can always, we'll have the video available after. So you can always go back and watch the video if you're late, or if you missed something, or if you just want to listen to us talk forever and ever and ever, you know, it's okay. Cool.
Catch. I'm cruising. Thanks for the information. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've been helping a lot of people starting their own journey. We've been receiving a lot of emails lately about how we inspired some people to start their own, to fix their own boat, or to just get out there and learn how to sail. That's very heartwarming, and we hope that all of you guys will sail on and start your journey. So that's awesome.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, thank you, Steven, for your donation. And right underneath there, wondering if the solar panels and definitely power your engine went underway. Not sure yet. We have some more testing to do with the new motor controller and everything. Theoretically, on a bright and sunny day, they'll be able to power us maybe a knot or two, kind of slow. But we'll see. Those are all kind of up in the next week or two of testing that we're going to be doing.
Yeah. Fishing. We've fished every time we sail, but that doesn't mean that we catch a fish every time we sail. We actually rarely catch a fish every time we sail.
We're terrible fishermen.
We're very bad fishermen. We've listened to all of the advice that we can have.
How's it going?
Say hi. Somebody, oh, you might have to duck. All right.
You guys are good. Keep going.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're
chatting.
doing a live chat.
I know.
Yeah.
I was watching you over in the hotel. I've been
Oh, no way.
Step one. So
Oh,
I just wanted to
yeah.
come over and say hello.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm Ed from Ketavara.
Hi,
Fort
Kika.
Lauderdale.
That's awesome.
I
I have a sticker.
How's it going? It's
Good.
Yeah.
Right on. You're exploring Curacao? Or just here on a...
I'm here working right now.
Okay.
Don't tell anybody. I sail on
So are we.
work.
We're working.
Oh, nice.
I
Nice.
sail on work. I fly big jets.
Oh,
That's
fun.
good.
We were on a layover staying at the hotel, and I saw you guys
Sweet.
on the live chat. So
Sweet,
I was
Yeah.
looking forward to
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hello.
I mean, we'll probably be wrapping up in a couple minutes. Come back, grab a beer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sounds
awesome.
good. We'll see ya.
We just made a new friend. Bye. Cool. So, Annapolis area is not on the.
Annapolis. Someone asking about Annapolis? Yes. We plan on stopping in the sort of Norfolk, Annapolis, Maryland, somewhere in their area. Not sure where just yet. But we'll be working away at the coast and planning a couple of like live sort of meet and greet type events while we're going up because we want to meet a bunch of you. We want to see all of you.
Yeah,
guys.
that's
So,
what YouTube, for me, that's what YouTube is about, is to connect with other people. And the more we can meet with you, the better it is. It means that you're more and more becoming part of our family, which we love. So yeah, the Uma family, Uma team, I love it.
again with the fishing questions. How many fish do we catch? The problem is we've never caught two fish on the same lure. We buy a new lure and we catch one fish and then it never works again. So I don't know what we're doing wrong, but we're bad at fishing. We can spearfish all day long. But since we've made it to the Grenadines, spearfishing isn't allowed, so we can't spearfish.
Challenge for everyone on the chat. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. $2 challenge. That's
Sounds
a good one. And
Come on, guys.
the more challenges we have, the more stickers we'll mail.
Pretty much.
So we said 10 earlier, but who knows? Maybe it'll be more than 10.
What, you never saw MacGyver? Yeah, I kind of knew of MacGyver, but I never technically seen it. So now I have, and I'm actually starting to watch all the episodes, and they're really, really funny.
So any plans to cross the Pacific? Eventually, yes. Right now, our plans is to go to Europe. We don't really like to plan too far ahead because our plans change basically every day. Like we were we said we were going to sail straight from here to Haiti, but our plans kind of changed. We're going to Colombia next, and then we'll sail to the States. So yeah, but next year we're definitely aiming for Europe, and maybe the year after we'll start organizing to go to the Pacific. We'll update you on the plan on that after, but we'll see. And then what's
Denmark,
next after
Sweden,
sailing?
Norway.
Do you
what do
wanna-
you plan on doing? Come to Europe. We plan on going up to the northern parts of Europe: Denmark, Sweden, Norway.
Yes,
Maybe
Ireland.
spring of 2019. But we'll see. I mean, like Kika said, our plans change all the time. How do you get a sticker? There's actually a couple of ways. You can donate today, and the top 10 we're going to send stickers out to. Or we actually have started selling them on Amazon, but right now they're add-on items, and we're trying to figure out how to change that. But if you are looking for it, we're going to have our store up and ready on our website soon enough and having links. It's all kind of new, but they're going to be for sale very soon.
Yeah, and we're soon thinking of going to. I'm just babbling right now. Me and my English sometimes it just doesn't really work. Yeah, but we're going to sell Uma t-shirts soon. We haven't finished the design just yet, but we were thinking something like "Don't buy a couch" and then a Uma logo in the back.
Sorry, I cannot nothing understand. You speak too loud.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
like to hear you 1 hour now. Please, a little bit.
Okay.
It's the only way that we can hear them too. So. Well,
All right,
somebody's
then we need to
complaining
speak
that I'm
quieter.
too loud.
Gonna need a bigger boat someday. Not right now. We don't really need a bigger boat. Ours is pretty good size for the two of us. And it's
Yeah.
very maneuverable, and we enjoy sailing it. And it's full and of everything we need and everything we own. So I think we'll stick with it for a while.
I think the only reason why we would get a
You can talk
bigger
about
boat would be if our family gets bigger. Like, let's say that we have kids, then Uma might be a little too small for that, but that will be like in a far future. That's not right now.
You ever install a sea railing safety line? Yes, we've been over that again. We're having a rail installed on our boat in the next couple of months before we cross the Atlantic.
Cool. Yeah.
Sailing
So
Tiki. We can meet in Europe, and can we do a bit together? We plan the way through the Suez and the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden. Actually, from the Med, I'm not sure if we're going to be going through the Suez Canal or not. We might be turning around and heading back down to like South America or something, but that's 2 or 3 years in the future, so we really don't know.
yeah. Well, Alaska. We would love to come to Alaska.
It'll be fun.
Probably not this time around, but we're hoping that in a couple of years we'll do the Northwest Passage. So that'll be fun. Probably not on Uma though. Probably on Uma Dos.
Yeah, I think
So-
we need something with a little bit more insulation, and a
Yeah.
little bit more stability to go up into the high Arctic. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, Alaska's not too bad, but if we're going up to Alaska, we'd probably want to be going through like the Northwest Passage. So we'll see. What else we got?
Cool. So what's after sailing? Back to architecture. We don't know. We don't know how long we're
After
going to be
sailing?
sailing. We
Is
might,
there anything after
right?
sailing?
We might be sailing the rest of our lives. Who knows? But yes, this time around, we're definitely just focusing on grasping everything and learning everything. And after we're done, yeah, we definitely will try to start doing architecture project more. And now that we'll have a more notion of every place that does architecture and different type of architecture, then we'll go and have a better idea of what type of architecture we want to do and how we can help architecture wise, and we'll see.
I mean, it'd be nice to retire as an architect someday.
Yeah.
That's what I always kind of joke about. When I'm 60, I'll sit behind a desk and draw buildings. But in the meantime, while we're young, Ken, thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you, Ken. That's amazing. Yeah, so I think, not sure if you
Sounds
covered this,
good.
but you would consider taking aboard a voluntary crew.
Buy us dinner first.
Right. Honestly, no. We do invite our friends over for a few days or a week on our boat, but we don't really set out like an application or anything like
Yeah.
that, because our boat is very small. It doesn't
boat's
have
kinda
extra
small.
cabin. It only has the V-berth. So I mean, yeah, if we become friends at some point, we'll probably invite you over.
Well, and it's also with the electric motor, sailing on a schedule is hard enough when you have a diesel and you can motor all day to get someone back to an island. But with our boat, it's even harder to sort of schedule around someone's visit. Unless we're at anchor and all we do is like go out for a day sail. But going on passages from point A to point B is a lot harder for us to schedule because we have to wait for the right weather. We don't get to motor for 2 or 3 days to make it to a destination. We either are becalmed out at sea or we wait till the wind shows up. So
Yeah. It's so amazing. Every time that I think about saying, okay, it's probably time to close, there's more questions and I want to answer more questions and I don't want to leave you guys because this is fun. So sail up what's called the Inside Passage.
I think they're talking about, British Columbia. Yes, that's also possible. There's a lot of places in the world that are very difficult to sail everywhere. So with the new electric motor setup and the new batteries we're going to get in the US, we'll have a much better understanding of the distances we're actually able to motor. And then we'll be able to sort of plan around that. If we're going to do any like major canals or major inside passages, or even the canals in Europe, we might be able to plug into marinas along the way and charge, or we might have to have like a little generator we can set out on the ground and charge overnight.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. So any other last minute questions, guys? We're getting ready to wrap it up because
I think we're gonna
more
wrap
people
this
are coming and kind of complaining that we talk too loud. So, yeah.
Since we learning how to sail. Cheese chunk. I'm 11, and I just bought a 14-foot Vondoban sailboat. Any tips to learn how to sail?
Feel the boat.
Yeah,
the
sailboats sail themselves.
The boat will tell you
actually.
what it means, and you will definitely. The more you go out there, the more you practice with it, the more you'll learn how you can operate the boat yourself.
Yeah.
And definitely, first thing is to learn how to feel the boat.
and sail a lot. The more you sail, and especially on a small boat, sail it everywhere. Sail it backwards, sail it forwards, tack, go downwind. Try to pinch, like just sail as much as you can in as many different directions as you can. Yeah. And you'll figure it out.
Cool. So,
Tom, thank you for your donation. Man, this is great.
So back to
Stefan, thank you have to go back to the kitchen cooking for the kiddos. Have fun and the best. You're looking forward to your vids. Aw,
well, bon
thanks,
appetit, Stefan, and have fun cooking.
Kids for us, I guess.
Cool. Yeah. So all right, guys. I think we're gonna get ready to wrap it up.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for being part of this live chat with us. I'm so excited to donate all of this to Pueblos Nuestros. And yeah, we'll probably leave the donating page on our website on if you want to keep donating today. And then tomorrow we'll announce the lucky winners for our stickers.
And we'll message you guys and hopefully get your addresses so we can sign and send those out to you.
Yeah.
And the next time we have fast enough Wi-Fi, we'll try to do another live chat.
Yes, I think it'll be a good idea to do every once in a while a live chat, and we can answer more questions and ask more questions and donate more stuff. So cool. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye for now.
That was fun.